think I found a dick.
Oh, hello. Ew.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, everybody. Caught us at an awkward moment. Alex just found a dick.
I found a dick. I told you.
Would you find that in your pocket?
I think it's mine.
Oh, we know it's yours.
What yours doesn't come off?
No. Ever since I saw that 90s music video to that song Detachable Penis, I wondered if it was possible, but
It is. Proof.
yeah, there it is. So anyway, hey everybody. Welcome. You made it. Another what is it? Another fun-filled, exciting adventure, another unfortunate episode. Anyway, you made it to another exciting episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
That's right. That's the name. It's not unfortunate that you're watching the show. It's just that's the name. But
the name's so hard that we can't remember it ourselves.
That's right. Unfortunately, this is the future. Same thing.
Unfortunately, this is the name. The podcast.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is our name.
How have you been?
I'm good. You don't just go throwing that dick around, you know. Some people don't have them anymore, Alex. They gladly take it.
Just throw it around.
Is your dick magnetic?
Yeah, dude. It's cardboard, but yeah, it's magnetic. But the reason why I have this is because, like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, I got fired from a place, and and everyone that I worked there, like, didn't think I should get fired. I was standing up for someone. Anyways, it was a whole fucking thing, and so they knew my sense of humor and, you know, dicks. So there's this company that it's called Bag of Dicks. That's something like that, and you could send a bag of cardboard cutout dicks to people through the mail. It's called Ship a Dick. It's what it's called. It's called Ship a Dick, and you could mail someone that a big cardboard cutout that looks like a ship with a dick driving it, you know, and like you could send someone a bag of dicks, a big cardboard dick, and they ship me a bag of dicks.
Huh.
And you know, all these years later, every once in a while, I'll find a cardboard dick in my stuff.
I think that would be nice, you know, if we get enough following, someday someone sends us a bag of dicks just to show how much they appreciate the work we do. You know,
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I was flattered. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's a nice flat dick you got there, you know.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
It looks much thicker when it's flat. I like it.
Yeah. Like, you know, and then like that scene in Beetlejuice when they're that guy he gets like through the little slot in the wall.
Damn it! What is he? Yeah, that's some clever shit.
Like, people have been saying I've been looking a little thin lately. Just laughing, and he slid into the slot in the wall because it looks like he got ran over, and he has got like tire marks on him, you know.
Right. He's hanging around.
Yeah, he's hanging around.
Yeah, that's a great fucking movie. That's too bad that one doesn't have like a killer soundtrack to it.
Does it not?
I don't think so. Tim Burton doesn't go in for soundtracks too much. When he does shit. But anyway, we're not talking about him, so fuck him.
But speaking of Tim Burton, how are you, Tony?
I'm good, man. It's been a few days since we recorded together. You and I were just talking about how we don't have not much happened. So we will be probably talking a lot about Rammstein on this show, just to give you a heads up, as that's the band that we listen to and we're both fond. And these guys are just awesome. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. But I went to a family party this weekend. You know. Why is it upside down? There you go.
There, yeah. Tony. I'm gonna set it up there.
That's good, man. Yeah, just leave that floating through the house. Like, why do you have Tony's dick?
Because it's mine. So speaking of your dick, you went to a family party.
Yeah, my dick and I went to a family party, and it rained, and they were supposed to have a pool party, and it rained, and I just don't understand why people need sunshine to swim in a pool.
Because it's cold.
Fuck that. Who cares? That's what towels are for. You know? So listen, kids, it's a lot more fun when everyone else isn't doing it. So swimming in a pool when it's raining, that's fun. Swimming in the ocean when there's lightning, that's a hoot. Just stuff, and everyone's gone. It's nice.
Well, did you go swimming?
No, because no one else would. There were kids.
Well,
Well,
that's
there
the
were
thing you
kids.
just said. You were like,
There were
it's fun,
fucking
no one
kids
else does
involved.
it.
Like there was, everyone's kids were there, and they were like, "Well, there was." I just felt like if I jumped in there and the kids jumped in there and somebody got sick, it'd be my fault. And I was like, I'll fucking do that." But you're
Oh,
right. I bitched out. I would have gone. It just didn't. Honestly, there was one of those vacuums in there, and that's why I didn't ask if I could go swimming, because I was like, he's got to pull that fucking vacuum out of out of this concrete hole so I can swim in it. So I don't like making people do work so I can have fun.
mm,
I don't like inconveniencing people.
I get it. I get it. That makes sense. So,
But I've still, if you're bored out there, go swimming in the rain. Just do something different for fuck's sake. Those are the memories you'll actually remember, even if you're a pothead.
yeah. Or the memories you'll forget, and then someone will be like, "Hey, do you remember when Tony got naked and jumped in the pool when it was raining? Then he got sick and got everyone else sick. He sneezed and broke his
Fuck
salad.
no, man.
He still didn't have clothes on because he was so high."
Yeah, I wasn't high. I had been high. I was just kind of chill. I wouldn't have gotten naked either. I would have put clothes on. It would have been neat if I showed up and like put a suit on and went swimming. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll wear a suit and go swimming just to fuck with people. But he just like to wear a suit. So yeah, not much happened this weekend.
Yeah, me either, really. My mom came into town. She stayed for a couple nights. Just did mom shit, nothing
Yeah,
like nothing exciting, just we both did things that you should talk about on a podcast that are worthy enough to record a podcast about. I did have one interesting thing that I thought was funny. Like, I was trying to listen to like the band of the week, Rammstein, and I was like, I don't think you're gonna like this, Mom. And she was listening to it, and she's like, "No, it's fine." She's like, "I can't understand it, but she's like, the music you listen to, I can't understand anyway, so it's, you know."
right.
She's like, "It's fine." And then so I like put on like a different metal band, but like heavier, and I kept on trying. I was like fucking with her. I was trying to go as heavy as I could until like she couldn't take it, and I put on this band called Dying Fetus, and she was still like, "No, it's fine." And I'm like, well, I guess you win. I guess you win because I don't know if it gets any heavier than that.
Like I've put up with so much shit in my life, it doesn't matter anymore. Like that's what's fun. People
Yeah,
just
that's
laugh at
probably.
it.
She's like, I'm fucking old. I don't give a
I
shit.
don't give a shit.
It's
Yeah,
just like
I'm,
she's got her wine. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
that's you actually bring up a good point. I was talking to my dad last week about Rammstein
Mhm.
and just telling the stories, and he was like, "That sounds like something that I might be into. You should play it on the rest of the ride home." So we were coming back home, and I was driving, and I played it, and I played like the top 5 songs from Rammstein, and
Yeah.
he was just like, "Yeah." That's how that's what he says when he likes something. He's like, "Yeah." And that's it. It was like, "Cool, man. That's good. That's
We
good."
liked it.
I didn't hear my mother at all. Yeah, she was back there too. I didn't hear a goddamn mouse fart out of her, but I heard him. He was like, "This is good." Yeah. Yeah. You're never
Well,
gonna play. I want to get him a record of Rammstein just to dare him. Like, "You want to play this at home?"
do it. Do it.
Oh shit.
You could be like, you said you liked it. I'm
He
trying to
doesn't.
get you things
He
for
doesn't
Christmas.
play the records I give him now, so that's like I guess I'm buying. I'll just take him when he passes on.
See, yeah, I mean, that's all you're doing is you're just like putting the records you want later, to, so they're in mint condition, so you can get them later on.
Yeah,
Oh,
hold this for me till it accrues value. I know you won't play it, so this is a good idea.
no, that's collectors 101. I mean, that's what you got to, you hide it from yourself. So you
Well, I bought 2 copies of Nevermind because I thought they were going to get rid of the naked baby on the cover of the album. And they
Oh yeah.
didn't. So now I have 2 copies of that record, but one's sealed. So that's cool, I guess. It's like, why does he have 2 copies of a record with a naked baby on it?
He just really likes, you know.
Cardboard penises. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone knows babies have cardboard penises. Every
Shut up.
male, every baby that has a penis has a cardboard one.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. Highly flammable.
Yeah. So that's actually how you make women is you recycle the baby penis, you know, like the cardboard. And
All right. This is probably a good time for me to go ahead. Well, I'm late. I should have said this earlier. But I talked to my mom recently and I was teasing her about how she said she watched the show and it didn't make any sense.
right.
So then she said, "Well, I'll watch another one." And I told her, she said, "I want to give it another another shot." And here I am. I said, "Well, watch the most recent video." So hopefully she watches one of the older ones because this one she'd be like, "I don't get it. I don't penises, baby penis, cardboard baby penis."
Just tell her to watch the oldest, most recent one.
Of the most recent, go with the oldest.
Yeah, the oldest, most recent one.
Stay above episode 100, but not to 107.
Yeah, since we're trying to make sense, that's my advice.
We had a couple of good ones in there. I just don't know which ones they are. That's up to you guys to decide. But hey, since we don't have a whole lot to of our own shit that we're going through this week or whatever, I like to, well, we check YouTube every week to see if anyone's commented on anything on the show. And usually we're just asking for stuff, the music you want to hear. But this week I just happened to check, and a good friend of mine who I was in the Marine Corps with, now here we go. He left a comment. Doesn't have anything to do with music, but I wanted to share it because it's fucking funny. This is on last week's episode, and the turtle dovin, and he wrote, just out of nowhere, he just wrote, "Hey, my neighbor was eaten by a pack of coyotes, and she was a massive hoarder."
Yeah, I read that part.
What does that mean? Is that something that we said?
No, he's trying to relate to the story I was telling about my neighbor.
The one who got murdered?
Yeah. Well, he was like, you know how when you're talking to someone, you're like, my neighbor got murdered. He's like, well, my neighbor got eaten by a pack of coyotes. He's like trying to relate.
I get it. All right. I was like, I wrote back. I was like, really? That's fucking coincidental, man.
Yeah. No. He's just trying to relate. He's trying to be like, well, oh, that's crazy that happened to your neighbor. Well, this is what happened to my neighbor.
Yeah, but I'm gullible, so I'm like, did it really happen? Like, it's maybe. Fucking New Jersey where he lives. I'm sure that probably did happen. So I want to know. So yeah, Brian, if you let us know that. I mean, if it happened, let me know. I want to know. Might I have to talk about that?
No, it probably all right. Coyotes aren't that big. So was it a lot of them? Answer this. Was it a lot of them? Or was she really small?
Right.
Did you say coyotes or coyote?
Yeah, there's more than one.
Okay, so a pack. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, they travel in packs. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Sure.
What
was she trying to collect? Was she trying to hoard the coyotes?
Right.
Like, oh, look, it's a pack of dogs. I'm gonna go put this with the other shit in my house. And she's like, oh no, there are a lot of them. I hate her.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's really fucking funny now. There's a Modest Mouse lyric that he sings, "A wild pack of family dogs," and I just pictured this chick like, "Oh my God, Hubert! I asked the Lord for a dog, and He sent me a whole goddamn family." And just put them all in the house. I just imagine like a single wide with an old wooden deck up on a hill. You know, like it's the deck's falling down, but all the dogs make it in there because they're looking for treats. And then 6 weeks later, they realize she's the treat, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Well,
that's what will happen if you do not feed a dog. Seriously, if you don't feed a dog, the dog's gonna smell your meat through your little skin and eat you. Is what's gonna happen.
Smell your meat.
And the dog's gonna go, "You got meat in you," and then they're gonna and they're gonna fucking try to eat you.
Dude, cats will do the same thing. That's why you feed them repetitively, or they will fucking eat you. They'll start licking your skin first, like, oh, this doesn't taste so bad.
Yeah, this
Like,
tastes kind of familiar. And then
like I'll eat the other hand, the one he doesn't pet me with first. We'll go
yeah,
from there.
yeah.
He doesn't pet me with his feet, so we can eat those too.
I mean, like, that's why, if there's like a shit, like someone that dies in their apartment or their house, their cat or dog will just start eating them eventually.
I've heard of that. Right. So this story that he's telling me, honestly, like I'm gullible, sure, but I don't know. He might not be joking. I mean, like this shit really happened. So if it did happen and you hear this, please just let us know because that would be rad.
Well, there's coyotes here, like where I live in Portland, and you know what? I kind of live in the suburbs ish, and there's coyotes all over the place. There's like,
In
oh
the
yeah,
neighborhoods?
huh?
In the neighborhood?
Oh yeah,
The fuck?
yeah. So
Like I
like,
am legend out there, man.
yeah, I've seen them close to my yard, so I throw rocks at them because I don't want them to like, we got dogs and shit,
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
and so they're around. So and, like people will have like posters of like missing cat, missing whatever, and I'm like, well, that's coyote. That's what happened.
Damn. Yeah, I'll keep my cat inside. She doesn't need that shit.
You know what's funny is like I've seen this more than once, more than a couple of times in Portland. People will have posters saying missing bird, please call number. And I just go, the bird's gone. They just flew away. That's what they do. They fly.
Right.
Yeah. Just it flew.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. That sucks because I love my pet and I would be devastated if she just was gone. So but I mean the bird just flew away. It's not I don't think the bird came back. It's gonna come back.
I'm gonna put up. You seen Shawshank, right? Where he's missing his pet bird Jake.
Yeah.
I think I want to start putting up signs for that particular bird, like Jake. With a picture of the old guy, holding the bird. Be like, have you seen my bird? It's Tony. It's been 60 years. He's gone. I keep thinking Jake will come by the park one day. Fuck. Who goes looking for a bird? Get another pet. It's not gonna happen. Now, if it's a fucking toucan or something like really vibrant in a place like Portland, go find your fucking bird, man.
Yeah, but like
yeah.
if that was the pet, if it was like a fucking cockatiel
Yeah.
Fruit Loops bird, it would have been first. It probably would have been bouncing on the sidewalk, and then a coyote or a cat would have came over and just been like, and just fucking ate it.
Right. Or someone from Portland with a handmade car, like made their own car, decided that bird was going to be their act, and then just took it under Burnside Bridge and started figuring it out. Like started figuring out the act. That's something you'll see at the fair. What do they have? They have the market, Saturday market. They used to do that. Yeah, you can see a dancing bird for sure.
Sure. Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Petey didn't have a head. Harry, I took care of it. Fucking rough too, with like clear, gnarly tape. How does a blind person not feel that collar around the bird's neck and be like, that's not natural?
Got blind hands too,
dude. Oh man, Dumb and Dumber's that we already talked about that movie, but the second one when they feed pop rocks to the birds.
Oh yeah.
That movie didn't get a lot of favorites because people don't like bird death, I guess.
Bird death.
No, I thought it was pretty funny.
So speaking of birds, what is our unfortunate topic?
Yeah, so I figured I watched football yesterday, and that's what everyone's talking about around here. So we were watching the game, the Eagles game versus Detroit Lions. Anyway, one of the what we're talking about this week is how soft sports have become, and I get it. This is just a fun show. We're not being literal, but I mean, I understand safety. But this poor guy fell into our quarterback, and his helmet hit our quarterback's helmet. And I mean, he acted up too, but he got thrown out of the game. And it's just like it's a bummer because a lot of these guys are like their first year trying to keep a professional, football job, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I just watched the play and I was like, dude, he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't take his helmet and go, yeah. I mean, that is fucked up. I mean, don't do that. But he fell into him. So I'm just like, when I was a kid, I didn't like to watch sports. And I missed that I didn't watch as much as I wish I'd watched more. Because they were really like, it was like basically wrestling with a football. I remember watching people get picked up and like thrown on the ground
Right.
after the whistle was blown. Like that, like the 85 Bears, the Chicago Bears, there's
Yeah.
a documentary on them. Just watch it. It's gnarly. Like their arms are out, they're clotheslining people. I'm not saying that's safe, but nowadays it's just like, I know you want to save a football player's life. I get it, but most of them still get the concussions, all those issues by the time they're 50 anyway. And it's not from what was happening in the pros. It's the 20 years of football they had to play to fucking get to the pros that fucked them up. So it's to me, it's just like, all right. If that was an accident, let's just let them fight. Just a regular, like hockey, like they take their helmets off and just like, yeah, like why can they fight in hockey and not fight in football?
Right. Well, I don't know. Like you saying, they're trying to keep it safe, but to that point, why? You're it's a contact sport. You have 300-pound men with helmets on and pads, which a lot of the positions in football, your job is to run head first or just straight into another 300-pound guy. Like, it's just like any of the other sport, like contact sports, because football's a contact sport, obviously. Like, boxing, MMA, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, all of that, like they try to make it safer too, but it's an unsafe sport. It's like car wrecks. You're driving a car with a bunch of idiots in them. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just an unsafe thing. Like, it is football is violent. It's the nature of it.
Sure.
It's not, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, and it has to be due to the money and the publicity and the fact that kids play the game and it's national, it makes a shitload of money for America. So that has to be the reason because no one seems to give a fuck about roller derby. Has anyone seen what these? I mean, men play too, but I'm going to go ahead and give ladies a shitload of credit here.
Mm-hmm.
We've both known women that have done roller derby. All they wear is a goddamn bike helmet and some fucking roller skates. That's dangerous on a bank track with wooden rails and a concrete floor. Like that fuck football. That's awesome. And they're not. What they lose if they get hurt? They don't get thrown out of the game. They can't work at fucking IHOP the next day or whatever fucking job they have. It's usually not killing it out there. It's just crazy that women that are like not protected by a fucking national sports organization or anybody can go out there and throw someone across the fucking the roller skating rink on a Saturday night. No big deal. She gets a concussion, no one gives a fuck. But Mr. $1 Million over here.
Do you know why no one cares?
Tell me.
And this isn't like my opinion. I'm just saying this is how a male-driven society thinks. It's because they're women. That it's because like they're a woman playing a sport and they're playing a contact sport, and it's a sport that doesn't make a lot of money, and a male-driven sports community is not really going to give a shit about them. That's my opinion on that. Like,
yeah, I'm not into that.
That's you don't think what?
No, I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you, but that's fucking weak, and it's pathetic.
Yeah, like I'm saying that like I don't agree with that. I'm just saying.
I know. We're on
that's
the same
what
side.
I think it is. Like that's my opinion. Is like no one cares. Be like not no one, but like the sports community and There's not money behind it, and it's just a bunch of women on roller skates, and that's what they think. That's not what I think. I think roller derby's cool. Um, that's just, I think that's the reality of our society. That's all.
Right. I mean, I worked a couple of roller derby games before they fired me, and I did the announcing. And this wasn't even a bank track. It was hell, man. Shit, that's the same place they hold concerts, as a matter of fact. And they would just put tape on the floor in an oval shape, and then they put folding chairs around, and that was the wall. The
Sure.
people that sitting in those chairs were the wall. And you just see a girl come around the corner, get pushed by Becky, and off she goes, just head first into 16 different folding chairs. It's fucking awesome. But she's still got to work tomorrow, you know? I mean, and meanwhile, this other guy's got 6 days to recuperate from rubbing the paint off of his helmet onto someone else's. I just think that's bullshit. If you're gonna baby the fuck out of these guys, then baby the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
No, I mean, don't, because I like, if you want to be in a contact sport, make some contact. I'm all about it. I'm sorry, fellas, if you're in football, I don't, I don't care so much if you get hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know
Well,
it's
yeah.
cold. I care, but I don't care because fucking that's a role you chosen. If I lose my mind and throw my computer across the room for the job I've chosen, nobody gives a fuck. It's just kind of funny. Oh well, that's on me. So if you're out there and someone pal drives your ass because you called him something silly in the huddle, fucking do it. That's awesome. Do it again. Who gives a shit? Fuck the refs. Look like a bunch of zebras anyway. Beat the shit out of each other. Fuck them. I mean, the one referee was wearing white and black, and he had like black sneakers on. He had white hair. He literally looked like a fucking zebra from the back. I was like, he matches because he's so fucking old. Like, get that crusty bastard out of here. I want you know what I want? I want a 15-year-old who's mad at the world reffing football, professional football,
Mm-hmm.
mad and doesn't like the sport. That's what I want to see. Just one kid out there too. That's it. Just one. No one else. Just them reffing the one person. Just like, I didn't see it. I don't know. Sorry, I got a text. Sorry, I can't fucking help you. What do you want? You know, that'd be fucking great. The rules just out the window.
Right.
And furthermore, I think it's cool that people get bonused in football, but wouldn't it be neat if after you have completed an amazing play, whether it be cutting someone's head off or just getting a good touchdown, whatever you do, the louder the audience is, someone comes out, the referee's fine, comes out just with a roll, and it's like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, just fucking pays you right there. And you
Right.
put it in your pocket and you go back to work. And then you get your ass beat, the money flies out of your pocket, everyone goes for it. That's awesome. That's fun. Let's just expand, because they are changing the rules to all the sports. I don't know if you've noticed, but they keep changing the rules. They're
Right.
changing baseball. They're changing everything. It's like,
Yeah.
cool. We'll make it fun. Like, put money on the field, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and they should give all the referees guns, and if the people won't like keep on like if they keep on making the same foul, or they just go, all right, you've had two cards or whatever, and just shoot them. And they should also make soccer illegal.
Wait, did you just say they should make soccer illegal? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, now wait, all right. If soccer, when you say soccer's illegal, do you mean like the sport in Europe? It's football. So you mean get rid of it all of it,
Yeah,
or just American soccer?
all of it. I actually don't feel that way. I don't really care. I don't dislike or like soccer. I was just trying to say something that could.
Oh, all right. Because
Strike it.
I'm not against soccer. I just think that I would, before they got rid of soccer, I would want to see a professional football match in another country.
I would love to see professional soccer, football, whatever that sport
Soccer
here
ball.
or there. I would love to see it.
I
I'd
want to
love.
see it. I want to see it where they're jumping up and down in the stands and the stands fall down. Like, that's the game I want to be at. Like, I'll be under the stands. I don't give a shit. You don't have to work the next day if that happens. So who cares? But that'd be. I mean, and the thing is with soccer, since we're shifting gears slightly here, is that it is boring. Like, I'm gonna say this because I've seen soccer matches. Usually, the score doesn't go above 3 goals. That's an average score. Like, I've seen big games that are 1-0 and they've gone for several hours. Like, that's boring. But still, in Portland, you guys have soccer and people seem to be entertained.
Yeah, I think it's like a bunch of like soccer bros like getting drunk, drinking a bunch of beers, and and getting rowdy for the sake of getting rowdy. I don't know, but I don't know.
They would do the same thing for a professional foosball team. Is that what you're saying? Like they just want to party.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be cool. I'd watch foosball. Just like a first person shooter, like kind of shot. You just see.
Wearing the GoPro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a good idea. But
yeah. So if you're watching this and you have any sports that you would like to see adjusted, throw in the chat on Instagram or YouTube what sport and what you would change. I'm curious.
Yeah. I do agree with you. I think certain sports are getting soft where they don't need to be soft. When they were fun and entertaining because of this thing, and they have cut back on the fighting in hockey. They don't have the position the goon anymore, as I don't think. As far as I
right, they'll still like to hire somebody that does that, but they also have to be able to play hockey.
Yeah, they also have to be able to play hockey.
Right, and I will say with hockey that I started paying attention to hockey right after they stopped beating the shit out of each other. But what's crazy is when you see the refs break up the fight, the refs are at a bigger risk of getting their ass beat trying to break it up.
Oh, for sure.
Than just letting the fellas go for it. And what's weird is, and I feel like fighting is going to come back because the ratings go to shit. So sometimes you're watching a game. I've been at them live, and for some reason, it's the refs controlling it. Because if they didn't get involved, everybody'd be fighting all the time. It's just, I've seen refs that are just like they'll stop fights, and then at one time they'll just be like, just back up and let it happen. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, like, how does that there was going to be 6 other fights, and now number 7 tonight, and you're like, all right. It's like they're waiting for the 2 people they wanted to see beat each other's ass. When the right matchup happens, like, all right, we actually put money on this one, so we're gonna let this one happen. It's just a bunch of dudes are like the end of the night, like, all right, I don't want to break this one up. They're like, yeah, but Bill, he took his skate off. He's gonna stab that guy. Like, I'm not getting involved. Fuck this. I'm not getting involved. Like that.
Well, or what if there was like the other guy is like he's the captain. He's a puny little guy. He can't take it. We got to pull this bruiser off of him and pair him up with another bruiser.
That would be cool. Like if the big guy started beating the shit out of someone who couldn't really fight, so the ref lets it go a couple of rounds, and he's like, all right, hang on, all right, now get out of here, little guy. And then they bring out their, like someone else, and it's like, all right, no. We're not leaving until there's blood on the ice.
Like the hockey match that we went to go see, the Winterhawks, like they were kids. Like the youngest person on the team was like fucking 17 or some shit, and they still had fucking young person acne, balls barely dropped, and the refs would break up all the fights, and there was the game that we went to see. I felt like there was a lot of fights, or a lot of potential fights. I mean,
they were full of piss and vinegar. Like those young guys, like they're playing hockey because they want to play hockey. They're not playing hockey because they're worried about a contract.
Yeah,
they were out there playing hockey, and that was high energy, man. Like there was more fighting in that league than I've seen in the NHL.
But they anytime it was about to be a fight, they stopped it. They never let them actually fucking fight.
Man, I don't know. The pussification of sports continues.
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't. I understand football. That's a coveted sport, but I still think it's a little weak. I liked how they played football in the last Boy Scout. He ran in for a touchdown and then he blew his own head off. That was art. I'm sorry, but if you've missed this movie, it's The Last Boy Scout. It's back when they made 90s action comedies really, really well. Bruce Willis is in it. Damon Wayans is in it. It's fucking funny as hell. But in the beginning, dude gets pressured to win the game, and halftime they threaten his life. So the running back just decides he's going to take a bunch of pain pills, grab a loaded 45, and go out there and play his game. And he did get a touchdown after he shot 2 people running at him on the field. Bang, bang. Goes into the end zone, and then end the game for him.
That's what I'm talking about. They should give these people guns. It'd be a lot cooler. You give someone like a gun and like a baseball bat, like covered in nails.
Well, dude, like the Buccaneers have a pirate ship at their stadium with a cannon.
Yeah, they should fucking
Make it a real fucking cannon. Let's go. What are we doing here?
let it rip. Like what they should do is like, all right, you don't get to like do it whenever, but you get everyone gets, to use their weapon of choice 2 times a game.
Everyone? Wait, everyone gets to use their weapon of choice 2 times a game?
No, like the team.
It's only
The
50
team.
minutes, I think, or 60.
Yeah, the team gets to use like if their weapon is a cannon throughout the game, they get to use it twice during the game.
Okay.
If you are the Jaguars and your chosen weapon is a Jaguar, then you get to let the thing out. You get to let the big kitty out twice a game if you choose.
Oh my god, the big kitty. That would be fucking crazy. Goddamn jungle cat running across the field. Just turning into gladiators real quick.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh man. That would be neat. So I'm thinking here, like what teams like what's the like some people don't have animals or like the
No,
Cleveland Browns. What would the Cleveland Browns use as a weapon? Hubcaps?
oh, you just get to act like you're from Cleveland and just start shooting everyone.
You get what do you get to use your if you don't have a mask if you don't have an animal or whatever, then you just get to use whatever the most popular weapon is for crime in your town. That's the
Yeah,
weapon you get. Okay. That makes
yeah.
sense. That's good. It's good. We're putting all this work in for these people. I hope they appreciate these new ideas.
They better give us some money for this.
Oh man. That
These
that would
are
I'd be
good
in on it.
ideas. These are good
Fuck yeah, they
ideas.
are. I'd like to see the Buccaneers and the Raiders play with real swords and shit, like bunch of
Yeah,
pirates out there chopping each other up. Like that'd be fucking rad. That should be a Super Bowl. That'd be neat. Yeah. So yeah, the football's all right, but it could be changed. It could be made better.
it could be. I agree.
Uh, well,
Uh,
speaking of better, man, you want to talk about some good music?
yes, I do.
Cool. Well, this week's band that we landed on was Rammstein, and we decided to talk about their newest album, Zeit. That work? Cool.
Yeah, Zeet's good enough. It's probably
Right.
might be something else, but who knows?
So, if those of you who don't know, Rammstein is German. They sing in German. Their lyrics are written in German. So we don't know what the fuck how you actually pronounce it. Um, but we love them. We've both been Rammstein fans for a long ass time.
Yeah,
And with that being said, what did you think of the new record, man?
it's it's Rammstein. It's them. It's great. I'm a big fan of this band. I have since I was in middle school, and in the last couple 2-3 years, I've became a big fan again. And I, my opinion is I don't think that there is a bad album by them. I think all of their albums sound like them, and I think
Yes.
they sound good. I that's the way I think about this album. I think they I think they're fucking hilarious. The videos for this album, there's 4 of them. They're fucking hysterical, all of them. My favorite song is where is it? Well, let's just say track 8. I don't know.
All right,
It's
here, let me
yeah.
see.
Unst, unst, unst.
Oops. Oh man, oh, I can't pronounce that without throwing up.
Yeah, I know. Angst.
Oh, angst. I think it's angst. At least that's how we would pronounce it.
Right. But don't German, that might sound like an idiot, but in the language isn't like a an like isn't that
I really don't know. Like, I mean, in all honesty, like a lot of the at least some of the signs when you translate some of it, you're like, oh, all right, that's what you would think it would be.
right? Yeah,
But
okay, well then let's just say angst because that's I was trying to like pronounce it in like a how they would maybe how my stupid English American brain would pronounce it, how I think that they would sound.
right.
But it'd just be angst. I don't know. Whatever. Track 8. is probably my favorite one. The video's awesome. Um, quick little description of the video. It's basically about how we're just sucked into our computers and phones and TV and stuff like that, and we're boring. But I love because there's songs and videos like that, but I love that because how you get to find out about their message is through a phone or a computer.
Right. So wait, I'm sorry, man. I was trying to look up these lyrics again so I could translate some of them for us. What was what song you're talking about
The
right
one
now?
track 8, angst,
Thanks. Got it.
and well, I'll repeat it. In the video, quick little description. It's like they are talking about like how like everyone nowadays is basically sucked into their phone, their computer screens, and there's a part where like their face is like connected to the screen and they're trying to pull it away and everything. But I love that message because like the way you find out about what their message is through a computer and a screen.
Right.
Like they're like, we're all sucked into our computers and our phones. But watch this.
Look this video up on your phone. It's a double-edged sword. It's got to be tough to be a musician, an artist, and be like, God, these people are sucked into this shit. It's like, yeah, but to push your art, you have to use that
Yeah,
device.
yeah. Can't use carrier pigeons, or Morse code.
Well, fucking MTV's all but dead. There's no music videos. There's nothing you can click on to get that. You can't get that anymore. So that was the way to find new
Yeah.
music. One of the big ways was MTV, whatever, videos. They're gone. They're on the internet now. They're not on MTV. MTV is basically showing you what it looks like to be 15 and pregnant all day long. So
Yeah.
doesn't have shit to do with music. I digress. So I think they're what I like about Rammstein is they're a fucking rock band. They're a true rock and roll band. They don't just rock hard. They also have some great fucking melodies. I like the dude. I know the two main players in the band are the lead singer and then the keyboard, the
Yeah.
whatever. He plays a lot of instruments, but those two I think are the backbone of the band. And I always like the weird shit that he comes up with. He always seems like the little scientist.
Yeah, he does
And he
seem like
always has that handheld fucking keyboard. He's always like, doo, 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 doo. It's just so playful, but then the
that.
music's so fucking heavy, and he's always on a treadmill and shit on stage. He's always
Yeah.
like, it. It's such a mixed bag with them. It's just like you think that the lyrics are really aggressive and scary because the lead singer is very like a big fucking guy, and you're always like, this is Jesus, like these guys are gonna destroy everyone. They look very aggressive, but they're not. They're actually really funny. Like their videos are hilarious, and
Yeah. Like,
what they do on stage is not aggressive. Not all of it.
no, and that like the keyboard player, like he has like a synthesizer or a keyboard connected to a Segway, and he goes around the stage on a Segway and he plays the keyboard, but on wheels. It's fucking hysterical.
I, I just want to know what conversations they're having. Like, how can we make this more interesting? Like, I could play a keyboard on a Segway. Like, do it every night. Do it. So, like I said, they always look like this big scary band. Like to me, they do. Like they're all like ex-military. I think at least something I read.
Oh,
And
really?
so they just have this. If you don't know what they're singing about, you would assume that it was like death metal, but it's really not. The lyrics aren't. They're rock lyrics, meaning they're not that fast. They have chorus, that kind of thing.
And
So
they're perverts.
yes, they are, and yeah. To that, let me see. Okay, so my favorite song on there that I've been mentioning for weeks anyway is Dickie Titten.
Yeah.
Right. And that one, what hooks me right away with them is the music, the German band, like dun 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 dun. It reminds me of Clark Griswold in European Vacation. So immediately, I just picture Clark and the whole family like just slapping their legs and shit, like
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. But then it's like, but then all of a sudden, just to make it heavy, it's like dun 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 Like, I love that. It's like, oh shit, this is gonna kick ass. This is gonna be good. And so the lyrics, the beat of the song is like just it just lays down, sets the tone. But the lyrics, a friend of mine who I went to the show with sent me the lyrics, and as you said, they're perverted. This is one of their songs. Um, I'm reading that some of the lyrics. It basically says, "I've lived alone for many years. Life is dull. Every day is gray. I would like lose patience, sanity, and hair. I would like a wife, and I lose hope to find a partner who is my equal. There is no luck in sight." Meanwhile, dude's blind in the video.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point that out. It's pretty fucking. It's funny if you have. Yeah. She doesn't have to be beautiful. She doesn't have to be smart. No, she doesn't have to be rich, not a model with long strides, but big boobs. That's translated. I'm not saying this is him. This is their lyrics.
Yeah.
Like a constantly opened wound, blood drips from the soul. Only consultation are small dogs. A fine miss would be great. A fine miss would be great. I'm not demanding at all. I'm not picky at all. At the end of the story, doesn't she have to be beautiful? She doesn't have to be smart. No, she doesn't have to be rich, but I would like to ask one thing. Big boobs. I'm not demanding at all, but big boobs would be great. It just keeps going. It just keeps saying basically, I'm alone, I'm an old man. I ain't picky, but you gotta have big old boobs. That's on this album. But
Yeah.
on another album, there's a song, it's called Pussy. That's it. And that's even in German, it just says pussy.
Yeah.
So it's translated already. And there's a lyric in there where he says, does it too big, too tall, it doesn't matter, one size fits all. He's talking about it doesn't he's just it's just fucking my favorite songs by Rammstein are all their perverted ones.
Uh,
Those are my favorite ones because I like rock and sex. I think that's to see these guys be horny bastards. That's
right.
like
Isn't it funny where like when you think about it, like when you listen to a band and they sing in their native tongue and you don't speak that language, like we don't speak German,
right,
and so we listen to it and it doesn't sound like a joke to us, right?
right,
Like
right,
we know they're funny, we know they're kind of perverted, and their videos are funny, but the way his vocals and the lyrics don't sound funny to us. So it sounds like you were saying kind of scary and serious. But if to someone who speaks German fluently, they'd be like, "Oh, this is a joke band. He's saying big boobs would be great." You know,
right.
it's like you could tell. It's like it makes well after you read that, it makes me think it's like they're the metal version of Wheeler Walker Jr. Makes me think of
At
that.
least in some songs, they're fun songs because
Yeah,
they have
they're
heavy.
fun.
Well, they have heavy songs.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just like it makes like when you were reading that, it was just so like to the point. Like I don't care about she don't care if she's ugly. I don't care about anything. I just big boobs would be great.
Right.
You know,
And that's a simple statement, but the way that they put it all together,
yeah,
like
is
each
great.
line, just singing that out. It's a simple song. I'm old, I would like a woman who has big boobs. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit if she's smart, tall, just big boobs.
Hey, and you know what? That's fucking cool.
It wouldn't sound anywhere near as good in my opinion if it wasn't in German.
Sure.
Because the once you know what it's about and you start picking it apart because you don't speak the language, you're like Fraulein, and then like sometimes you hear him he says too big,
Yeah.
you can hear it. You're kind of like, oh, he is talking about titties. Oh, he is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's another song on this album, Zick Zack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this one's more fucked up. This one isn't like I guess it's a joke, but it would be a harder joke. So it says, it's about, I don't know if was there a video for this one?
I think is it the one about like plastic surgery and stuff?
That's what this video is about. I'll just
Yeah.
throw out some of the lyrics. It says, it opens with nicer, bigger, harder, tighter, smoother, stronger. Your breasts are too small. 2 pounds of silicone is fine. Sacks cut from the eyes. Mill your nose, suck off fat. We quickly remove 2 ribs. Inflatable boat tinker from the lips. In the cheeks, in the forehead, Botox into the brain. Zigzag, zigzag, cut it off. Zigzag, zigzag, short and sweet. All sagging above the chin can be pulled in the neck. Implants are the vessel, and we lift the buttocks. Knife swab, general anesthesia. 7 kilos of riding trousers and belly fat in the bio bin. The penis now sees the sun again. Zigzag, cut it off, cut it off. Tick tock, you're getting old. Your time is running out slowly. Whoever wants to be beautiful must also suffer. Cut out and cut away and cut off. Needle, thread, and scissors, but it doesn't work without pain. It's net. I like
That's metal. No, that's fucking metal as fuck.
Listen, and then it says wrinkles rustle on the scalpel, foreskin gone, very topical. Isn't the woman in the man happy? All gone anyway. Zigzag, zigzag, your time. Yeah, it's fucking like what a good rock band will do is like a good comedian. They'll take what's topical, what's going on around the world, they'll throw it into an album. And if you were a musician, you take a concept of and turn into a 3 or 4 minute song. If you're a comedian, you got like a 2 or 3 minute bit, whatever. But
right.
These guys do that especially after you read the lyrics. You're like, oh, okay, they're taking topics, they're making songs. So they just, if it's funny, they make it funny. If it's fucked up, they make it rock. Whatever.
Right.
But the more I read the lyrics and after seeing them, these guys continue to blow my mind. I have a lot of respect for these guys. I really do. But
they're
sorry.
No, they're amazing. Yeah, it's hard to like they're just great, and it's cool that you got to see them, and I hope I get to someday too.
And well, hell yeah, dude. We'll make it fucking happen. You know me. I'm stupid. I'll sell my left leg so you can go with both of yours.
Yeah.
Let's see. So songs that were jumping out to me today, just listening to them without watching videos or anything. Okay, I like a lot.
Okay.
Did we just look that up? What did that mean? Something like way off, right?
I don't remember.
Dicky Cotton, Angst. Okay was the one, and then Lugan.
Yeah.
Second to last song. I like that one. And then Do is what they close with right now, because I think that means goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's their closer, like when you see them live. But yeah, what did I forget what Rammstein. Yeah. In any case, glad we listened to that one. That one was fun, man.
I did
like
too.
that.
I think that one's fucking awesome. I think all the singles, all three, are awesome. They're bangers, as the kids say. And Dicky Tatten is fucking awesome. Okay. The last song and Lugan is fucking. They're great. And there's something I wanted to point out. So I don't know about you, but when I was in middle school, when I first started listening to them, I found out 9 in German,
Yeah.
is no, right?
Okay. No, I didn't know that. But
Okay. Well, I learned that. Well, if you listen to a lot of their songs, they'll say 9, and maybe I'm wrong with what it, but they were number 9 on the wheel.
oh shit!
That's all I'm getting at is that I know that it's a German word, and they were number 9.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
So what? Speaking of numbers, how would you rate the album, 1 to 10?
I mean, a 9.5 because I just have a hard time giving out a 10.
Yeah. I'd say 9.5 is perfect. I think, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could be so bold to say 10, but I'm gonna copy you and say 9.5.
Yeah. After listening to them and digging in a little bit more, I just like them that much more. That nothing's turned me off about them. I do have to share one more just because these guys really blow my mind. The translation thing is my funnest part. I'm like, oh, what does this mean? So okay, what German's okay translates to without condom.
That's right. Yeah, without condom.
And just some lyrics here. I would like to be in your skin. What loves each other may lick each other. You're not you're not stuck in it. It's hard to lift. I'll buckle down. A lot of sense without sanity. You have me in your hand. And then it just says, okay, without a condom, without condom, with and then it says, you lead me behind red light. Please let me down very much. The bar is high. It should be. You shouldn't look at it so tightly. You I love you if you let me. I nail you down on it. I'm just yeah, so fuck me, man. I don't want to be a part of any of their sexcapades, but I'd watch.
Man, I want to be a part of their sex.
Not without speaking more German first, man. I don't want to know how to say yes to the wrong thing.
Hey, hey, Rammstein, just take my dick. Here we go. Just take it.
Oh my god. That would be super fun, man. Just to like be around them for a couple of days. I don't know, just hang out, just
Yeah.
getting them snacks and shit, whatever, I don't know, whatever you do.
What if they're all virgins and really prude in real life?
Not yet. I'm not married. I'm not married. This is an act. Okay.
Yeah.
We actually travel around in a mobile church.
I saw this video of them. It was a live performance, and it was like a festival, like Ice Cube and Corn were playing. I forget the name of it. We probably even talked about it, but the lead singer had like a big prosthetic dick on out. He pulled it out of his pants, and he put the keyboard player and put him in like the fetal position, but like like on his knees, and the keyboard player went like this, and he was on like this wooden pedestal, this like block, and the singer like unbuttoned like the back of his pants. It was like he was wearing like I love like a
Yeah,
little
like those under the
yeah, he had like a little back
overalls.
door. He had a little back door on his back door. You know what I'm saying? And when he was singing, he just started to pee all over the keyboard player's back door, all over his butt. But it wasn't like real pee. It was like his prosthetic, and it was just it was liquid that was coming out. And I was like, whoa, I like this band a lot. Fucking crazy.
Well, that's why I said it'd be fun just to be a fly on the wall when they're having these conversations, you know? Just like, so what are we gonna do? Be like, well, how about this? How
Yeah,
about we get that fake dick that we have and we put you on it, I mean, just to hear that, be like, and they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this shit. They're millionaires. It's
yeah,
it's crazy when you're poor, but when you're a millionaire talking like this, someone's taking notes and making it happen. They're like, all right, yeah, we can do that. Hey, you guys, yeah, handling the stage, go buy a dick. Hurry up. Let's go. We got to get going. We got a show in 3 hours and get a
go back.
backup dick. We're going to need a stunt dick for this one. All right, let's go. And everyone speaks German. So what
Yeah,
if your dick breaks and you're in America? You got to learn how to translate to be like, you bring the dick in and you're like, we need one like this, but you're speaking German. The
yeah.
girl behind the counter is like, what? You're like, I want to be a part of that.
Do you comprende, dick mechanic? It'd be funny if they said that in Spanish.
Right.
You comprende, dick mechanic? Aren't you guys
There it is, Rammstein. We just translated another one of your songs, Dick Mechanic. That's definitely one of them.
Fuck a dick.
Oh shit. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so hopefully you all enjoy German rock music because half this episode was pretty much about that. But hey, fun with lyrics, huh?
Yeah.
That was great. So yeah, that's Rammstein.
Cool. Well, good pick. Good job. And I like that you saw them and they added another flavor, even though
Yeah,
like we talked about it last time. But
right.
um, yeah, no, perfect. Time for the wheel.
Absolutely. Just a side note, Alex is always the clever one and watches the music videos for these bands. I watched one of them, Dickie Totten. I watched that one. If you're intrigued, seriously, look up their music videos. Every one they've done I've seen is hilarious, usually perverted. So enjoy if that's your thing.
Oh,
Okay, so the wheel. We've got number one, we have Three from Hell, the soundtrack and the movie. Number 2, we have Wheeler Walker Jr. with his album Sex, Drugs, and Country Music. Number 3 is actually Alex's spot where he'll pick something on the fly. Number 4 is Godflesh, A World Let Only by Fire. Number 5 is Neffex, Neffex, Fight Back is the album. Number 6 is Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want. Number 7 is My Spot. Number 8 is the Melvins, Five-Legged Dog. Number 9, we've moved over to a new band called Slift, and their album Ummon, Ummon. And number 10, we have Sparks, Kimono My House.
Kimono My House. All right. All right. Now it's my turn to do this. Spin the fucking wheel.
That's right. He loves this part.
All right. Who gets a brand new car, huh?
I can see us doing we could do a modern game show.
Oh!
Oh shit! First time.
All right.
Alex pulls up Apple Music.
Yeah. I'm not good on the spot, man.
Oh shit. This is his fucking idea, by the way.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to recently played.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then I'm gonna close my eyes and land on it. And whatever happens, happens. All right.
Okay.
No, we already listened to that. Okay, yeah. Got it. All right, yeah. All right. The band is Unsane. And the album is Blood Run.
Okay, is that spelled Unsane?
Unsane. Yeah, correct.
Unsane, and it's called Blood
Run.
Blood Run.
And the album is from 2005.
All right.
11. Yep.
So this is the surprise album. Alex's pick. So the band is Unsane, and that's Blood Run is the name of the album from 2005. So that is what we'll be listening to this week for next week's show.
Got it. I'm glad that finally landed on one of the, surprise picks or whatever. I'm glad it landed on one of us.
Oh, every time I see that wheel, I just see you and I dressed up in blue tuxedos running a ghetto game show, and that's what we call it, the ghetto game show.
Yeah.
But I could just see Alex, like the people coming up thinking it's The Price is Right, and they go to spin the wheel, and he's like, "No, stop it! It's my fucking job."
Price is wrong, Bobby.
That's right. Price is wrong, bitch. All right. Well, that being said, that concludes another episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately. And as always, like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. And I just want to say from both of us, thank you for those of you that watch, listen, and all that. We appreciate it. Without the 6 of you, we wouldn't be able to do this.
That's right.
If you would like to suggest a band and an album, please write in the comment on the most recent YouTube video, or direct message us on Instagram, titfoo69. And again, thank you for watching and listening. Talk to you later.
Hell yeah. Bye.